construing them. Can you explain what Eve is?
E stands for electromagnetic vacuum energy. Colliders pretty much do what the name implies. They smash together subatomic particles, which then in turn create massive amounts of energy.
Didn't anyone call you? There was a security breach last night. Someone remotely accessed the Orléans mainframe in Geneva using his codes.
Fossil fuels were being depleted at an alarming rate.
Selected super colliders around the world have already started changing their system specifications to concur with our new collider configurations.
In 2005, oil, gas, and coal accounted for 86% of the world's energy production. In 2010, the EVE project started, the solution to the world's energy problems. A clean, renewable, almost limitless energy source, the solution to the world's energy problems, which has reduced fossil fuel consumption by 65%. Spanning France, Switzerland, and Spain.
Spanning France, Switzerland, and Spain.
3 remotely linked super colliders have, for the past decade, been supplying almost every European nation with unlimited clean energy.
With unlimited clean energy.
The goal of this summit is the eventual sharing of this technology.
Approximately 11:13 p.m. local time last night, when the EVE Collider installation in Orléans, France went critical. The resulting explosion was nothing short of catastrophic. Much of France lies completely in ruins, with the blast wave reaching as far north as Paris, leaving the City of Lights to face its darkest hour.
A quarter of France is gone, David. I need answers. I remember the term Doomsday Collider being thrown around.
Doomsday Collider being thrown around.
And that you and Raj categorically dismissed the claims that...
The alarmist went entirely wrong.
During our research, there was one simulation that kept making Higgs fields in an intense magnetic field. But we knew it would take a specific set of codes to make that even possible. You know, these particles, the Higgs fields, they're not supposed to exist in an intense magnetic field. We named those codes the Doomsday equation.
You and Raj knew that there was a 1 in 1,000 scenario where your collider system would destroy the planet.
Sweetie, I've been watching the news. Why are all these planes crashing? They're saying it's got something to do with your colliders. Is that...
The alarmists, they believe that by us smashing together the protons at these kind of speeds, they believe that we were going to create some kind of mini black hole, which... kind of mini black hole, which inevitably leads to the end of the world.
Creating a mini black hole or a mini Big Bang, that's impossible. Everyone knows that. Those were just a bunch of conspiracy theorists.
Not exactly. We had information to the contrary. Look, we knew that, it wasn't possible unless someone deliberately, unintentionally altered the codes to the collider.
The only thing keeping that Higgs field from expanding and doing the same thing to the rest of the world are the remaining colliders.
What is that?
That's the electromagnetic field above the remaining colliders.
The electromagnetic field above the remaining colliders. Okay. You can see the downed aircraft and satellites in the last 24 hours.
Unless we contain this Higgs field, it will expand and do the same to the rest of the world. And the only thing stopping it are these colliders. It will be the end of everything. You will create a black hole. A black hole!
Let me start out by saying this most definitely will not be how the world ends. The Bible's clear about what the end time scenario will be, and the world getting sucked into a black hole isn't one of them. But leave it up to Hollywood to put fear into you and to push their one world agenda. CERN appears in Annihilation Earth. This was a 2009 film, but it was set in 2020. And they have this device called Eve, and it's a free energy device. And the device utilizes 3 super colliders in Spain, France, and Switzerland to power all of Europe. So they've got a couple different themes weaved into this free energy theme. They've got also the 2020 agenda. Obviously, the UN is pictured behind the woman, and the project is called Eve. And as I told you on this channel, the real goal of CERN is to create life in their image instead of God's. They want to create the new mother. They want to replace Eve. But something goes wrong with Eve, and an explosion wipes out most of humanity. In fact, it explodes the entire Earth at the end of this. I didn't show it because it's not necessary. But Eve stands for electromagnetic vacuum energy, as you heard him say. And that to me sounds a lot like a black hole. Now, one thing I thought was interesting about this disclosure is that they admit to CERN's EMP field causing planes and satellites to fall out of the sky. And this field was actually caught in a weather satellite radar imagery, as you saw in the video earlier. And I don't know why this didn't go mainstream, but they were busted. There was an actual perfect ring field over Geneva, Switzerland, and it was most definitely caused by CERN because weather patterns just don't do that. Now, these planes falling out of the sky, you got to remember this was 2009, before all those planes went missing. I think the planes went missing in like 2013, 2014. So we get to the end of the movie, and it wraps up with the scientists making like a fatal error, and they're trying to fix this problem that they say was caused by these rogue agents, these terrorists. And they make a wrong decision and end up ending all life in the world, and the whole planet explodes. So the question remains, what are they really working on at CERN? Well, I think they're trying to figure out the key to arranging matter in their image. And I think they're also trying to send that matter to other dimensions outside time and space. And they were somewhat successful in doing this to a certain degree by sending these particles of matter at close to the speed of light and smashing them into one another. And these particles actually change. Their physics actually change. They become heavier. Their atomic mass grows. So this is what's going on, and they're using this CERN theme to drum up support for their one world government, one world order, by saying we all need to work together, and if we don't, and if we keep fighting, we're all going to blow ourselves up with CERN's technology. Anyway, you guys, take care and be safe.